G'day guys, we all hope we're all doing well. Pick some locks and you know it. Don't forget to even hashtag that shit. Keep it bloody legal. So, the other day, if you follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, I put up a picture of a little project I've been working on. And something I've been carrying with me for the last couple of weeks. The last week and a half, 2 weeks. And I'm talking about this thing just here. This is a little project that I've been working on. You don't really look like much, does it? I wanted to make a miniature version of my Break Into Anything kit. This isn't completely finished just yet, but this is what I've got so far. I wanted something that I could tackle quite a few locks and still have such a small little thing that I can hang around my neck, under my clothing. You know, something that was small and you'd compact, where I can carry a lot of stuff that wouldn't stick out. You know, it doesn't. This itself doesn't look like a bloody lockpick set at all, or anything like that. And to actually be completely honest, this here, if I look around it, is an ID badge holder. It's a tactical ID badge holder. So it actually has this that goes on the front here. You can put your ID badge in. I took it off. I didn't want the ID on the front. I just put my Predator patch on it. But you can stick your, ID in there, your work ID, whatever it is that you want to be hanging around your neck. To show it off. Say, oh, this is me, and you can actually put cards and pen and stuff in the back of it. So it's just a little tactical one. But I didn't want it for that. I wanted it for this reason. But if you're a red teamer and you wanted to carry a small little set where you're going to tackle quite a few locks, but not stand out like a sore thumb, you can have an ID, make yourself look very important and blah 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 blah, and use this as a great little hidey hole for putting stuff in. So this is what I've been working on, and this isn't absolutely everything, but I can tackle quite a few of the locks on Bob with what's in here. And you all remember Bob, the board of bypassing, which I've got quite a few little locks on at the moment, with more and more going on there all the time. So, in here, I've got just a basic set of tools which I can use to attack most of the locks. And one of them I ordered just for this reason, which I will go through anyway. But under here, I have a little bypass, or the Sparrow's Ultra Decoder. Probably one of the most useful bloody tools that you can get. Great for decoding combination locks, or in some cases, if you have a lock such as the combination lock, like the master locks or this Tamaron. Let me move the camera up a fraction so you can actually see. Push that off a little bit, move him up. So there. The combination locks like this, which a lot of people still use and has that very well-known weakness, where you can actually attack the locking bar underneath. It's not even the right combination for it, but great for using to bypass locks like that. Or combination locks, you can use it to decode the wheels. One of the most handy bloody tools that you could ever wish to have. I have one in this set. I have one in my Break Into Anything kit. I have one on my desk just here. Like this is the one that goes in my portable studio. Hands down, one of the most useful bloody tools that you can get. So I always have one of them with me. The other thing I put in here, which you'll know is to carry on my key ring, is my Traveler's key ring, Traveler's hook, for bypassing spring-loaded latches, like the one on here. So I can use this, slide in between the door jamb and the door, and use that hook to press that latch in to be able to slip it to gain entry. Again, a useful bloody tool, and it sits in there very, very nicely. The other thing, just because I was mucking around with some key blanks. This is for a Toyota. But I took one of the most common styles of the jiggler keys. I just wanted to see if it would actually cut and work. So I made a little jiggler key for Toyotas. With the most common style one. So you can put that into the lock, jiggle it around, and jiggle open a Toyota car. So that was a little project that I was working on to see if it was possible. Because you can carry one of these on your key ring and no one would bloody look twice at it compared to, you know, carrying something like that. People go, what the hell is that? You know, that looks more like a bloody actual working key. But for wafer locks and stuff like that, I carry this little jiggler. It works bloody well for wafer locks. I have two sides that I can use on it. Definitely bloody handy to have. Also, to tackle one of the most common padlocks that I see around, and a lot of them on the love locks that they use on the bridges and stuff like that. The Master Lock 140s, 150s, 141s. Actually, I'm trying to get some camera up, but it's up there. I'm going to lay this down. But your everyday bloody Master Lock 140s and 150s and all the variations of that, and any other lock that you can actually get away with using the comb picks on. You know, I threw a set of the Sparrows comb 45s in here. It's a bit hard trying to tackle upside down. To be able to actually bypass these styles of locks very, very quickly and easily. Come on, once you get it in the right position. I've done it to this lock so many times. There we go. To be able to bypass these types of padlocks. You know, these, hands down, probably one of the most useful sets, the Comb 45 by Sparrows. I've got a big set of them that are in my Break Into Anything kit, the Southall. But for small, compact, little comb picks, this is probably the most easiest one to actually carry. Super small, compact, you got a nice actual grip to them so you can actually use them. I've used the comb picks on the tensioners on the top of the keyways. I don't bloody like them, they're way too thin to use. These give you a nice bloody grip to actually be able to work them in there. And you get the most common 4 and 5 pin locks that, you know, have that bypass on them. The other thing I carry is a pick and a couple of tensioners. Bottom of the keyway, widest one, and I also carry a little Z wrench in there, a Z wrench. We're Australian, so we say Z, not Z. And two top of the keyway tensioners. One of these is about 40 thousandths, the other one is 50 thousandths. And I'm really kind of surprised I actually have these top of the keyway tensioners. I bought a set off of eBay just for this kit. I wanted to see what it was like as well. Come in a little set like this, you get all your picks. They're rough as bloody guts. I mean, they are really freaking rough. They're like saw blades. The tips, they need a hell of a lot of bloody work. I mean, there's no way that will actually... You cut through a lock quicker than you'd be able to bloody pick it or feel what's going on with how rough and crappy they actually are. But they're actually not too bad once you do a hell of a lot of work to the pick tips. This is a set I got off of eBay for $30 odd, 36, 38 bucks, under 40 bucks. Get a couple of Z wrenches or Z wrenches. You get the bottom of the keyway, and I was really shocked to see two top of the keyway as well. The other thing you got, which I don't know where I bloody put it. Put it somewhere. Where are you? Here it is. You get a little clear see-through training lock, which I don't know. Keys on it. Keys are over there somewhere. They're around somewhere, but you get a nice little bloody, well, clear. We've all seen it before. See-through training crappy padlocks. But the reason why I got this set was I wanted something that was small, that didn't really look like a pick at all, which you actually get the handle just here. And in that you get all these tips. Now I did do a lot of finishing to these. Like I'll put in the most useful tips that I could think of, and one of them that I've modified, and I'll explain that in a second. But I threw in the triple peak kinetic rake, a short hook, and I did finish these. I mean, I did a hell of a lot of bloody work on these. It took a long time to actually round out and smooth to working level of pick tip. Our rake, or the city rake, one of the most easiest and best, my favourite ones to use. And a half diamond. I also put in another short hook. That one has a little bit more reach. And another rake. Don't know what you call that one. I call it the bloody sawtooth. Only because, yeah, I thought why not. It's another type of rake. I can use it as a city rake. And it actually works quite well on Master Locks, funny enough. Unknown shitty name bloody thing, but works really well on Master Locks. These also come with one of those giant harpoon shitty broken key extractors that, you know, you wouldn't be able to extract a broken key with it. It's just way too bloody big. So I did the best thing you can do with one of them, and that's grind it down to a sharp point. So you have a little bypass knife like this. And the reason why I like this and why I wanted to get this set is you can undo the collar just here. You can slide your pick tip in, doing back up like that, and you have a really nice actually pick. You get the feedback on it is quite good, I have to admit. You get it right through the handle. You can feel everything in through here and through your fingertips, because it makes a full size pick rather than those tiny little James Bond credit card things. You get a full size pick that breaks down into something that's very, very small in comparison. So, you know, it actually works very bloody well for this set. So, let's just show you the bypass. Let's go unshielded padlock. Got knife in there. I can go like this, straight in to the back, and pop an unshielded padlock. I can then also switch that out. And let's go for a short hook. Switch my tip over like that, tighten it back up, grab the top keyway tensioner, and I'm not actually going to do it, but I can then tension and pick my way into a lock if I want to, single pin pick. If it's quick lock, I can get into like that. I can actually do it. And then if I just want to rake the lock, I can switch that out and put in a rake or city rake. Boom, like that. And I'm good to go. You know, absolutely, I'll actually love this pick set. It'd be better if the tips were better and they didn't need so much bloody work. They are 25 thousandths to 26 thousandths of an inch thick when I measured them. So they're not bad thickness. The other thing I had to do as well was just hit the ends of these with a bench grinder just to thin that out a little bit, because the actual thickness they came in wouldn't actually fit down into the sleeve of this collar and that, so you can actually put it into the pick tip handle. So they do need quite a little bit of work, but at the end of it, for a kit like this, you know, it's bloody worth it. And then the other one I put in is my mini escape brakes. Now, I've sent a couple of sets of these over to my mate in the US, and he absolutely loves them. Where you have a tapered tensioner with these ones that I've designed. You have a tapered tensioner in the handles, so you can actually get all three size tensioners in the there we go, in the handle. So if you want the small tensioner, you got the small tensioner that will fit in there. If you want the medium tensioner, you got the medium tensioner that will fit in there. And if you want the largest, you have the largest. So you can actually use all three to tension. And you get the short hook and the bow guitar style. So let's just throw them in there for a second. So you can actually tension with one and use the other one to actually rake your lock to get it open. So, you know, these are great sets. I actually carry one of these in my coat, which you've all seen before. So, you know, I wanted something that I could tackle most of the locks on here. The only thing I haven't done was, and I'm going to get round to doing it, is the shims, so I can actually bypass and shim little combination locks like this. A lot of the easy to shim locks. And the other thing I'm going to throw in there is an L4 and an L5, LW4 and LW5 bump key. So I can bump, you know, 4 and 5 pin locks. The most common keyway in Australia, which is the LW or C4 keyway. But for a mini little set that I can hang around my neck under my clothing, you wouldn't even know it's bloody there, you know, or have it hanging off my bag or whatever. It just looks like it belongs there, especially if you have like an ID badge on the front or something like that. You know, you have a sticker that says luggage. You know, it's all hidden in the back here. Don't really bloody know it's there. You know, and you can fit quite a lot into this. And again, this little ID badge I picked up for like less than $15 on eBay. So, you know, for a nice little miniature version of my Break Into Anything kit that I can hang around my neck, you know, hold quite a lot of equipment in there. Even with the 30 odd bucks for the Chinese cheap nasty pick set, which this is, but it's actually not too bad once you put a hell of a lot of work into it to get into working condition. You know, it's not the best, but it's not bloody bad for, you know, a set like this. So there we go. That's what I've been working on. As I said, a couple of things I've got to add into it, which is the L4 and L5, or the 4 and 5 pin, 5 and 6 pin bump keys for the LW4 and LW5. You know, the different size keys, which I can cut myself. They're going to go into that as well, and some shims, or even, you know, make up some shims. Not the best shims ever, but, you know, in an emergency can, you know, cut it out flat, have them cut ready, so it just has to be folded and you can use them to shim a lock if need be. But all that, I just want to make sure everything that is slimline can fit down into here nice and flat, so that, yeah, you know, it doesn't look like a pick set. And that's where all this stuff comes in bloody handy. A key that just looks like a normal bloody key to no one who actually knows what it is. You know, a lot of this stuff you can hide in here. Have it hanging around your neck, under your jacket, or in your clothing, under your clothing, your shirt, or whatever. No one would know it's bloody there. So that is what I've been working on. And yeah, as always follow the codes, keep Locksport legal. You know it, don't do anything bloody stupid. Let us know in the comments down below. What do you reckon of the little mini version of the Break Into Anything kit? You know, it's always good to get everyone's bloody comments and thoughts and opinions on everything. As always follow the codes, keep Locksport legal, and as I said, don't do anything bloody stupid. Don't forget to come and join us on Discord, the Extremely Legal Pickers. The link's in the bloody description down below. Don't forget, you can get some bloody DALP merch, like the hoodies, cups, t-shirts, stickers, you name it, it's on there pretty bloody much. That's available at Teespring. There's a link to it down below as well. Don't forget, if you're looking for great equipment at very affordable and competitive prices, where I get the Dakotas and Cone 45 picks and Southall pin tumbler jigglers and all that. Don't forget to check out locksmithstoolbox.com. They're a great Australian company, and as you know, that's where I get most of my lockpicking equipment from. If you want to get in contact with me, you can contact me through any of the social medias. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Or you can send me an email at darkartslockpicking@gmail.com. If you like what you see, don't forget to give it a bloody thumbs up. Really do appreciate it. And until next time, cheers, guys.